So I come home and she's gone, and I was like, okay, sleep some good quiet sleep here. I ended up getting dressed and all and went to the bar up there, Harris Ridge up there in Gettysburg. It's like a barn converted into a bar downstairs. So I'm in there, and after like 4 or 5 nights there, the fucking bartender, she's like, I'd walk in, she knew what I was drinking right away. Fucking throw it up there. And so I thought we was gonna hook up, because she's all being sweet with me and all. So like after 2 weeks of this shit, I was working for Kinsley then. I go in there and she says, you know what? I gotta hook you up with somebody. I'm like, hook me up with somebody? Yeah, my friend from out west is in. And I'm like, what's she look like? Oh, you'll like her. Well, fucking the next night I go in there and this chick's there and she was a looker, And I was like, okay. So we sat there and we drank and drank and drank, and then I said, hell, I got to go home. I still had some stuff there at the house I had to do. So she said, hell, I'll ride along with you. So we're going down the road, and just out of the blue, the girl goes, you know what's a big turn off for me? And I'm like, no, what's a big turn off for you? When I get a hair in my mouth. And I'm like, at the fucking time, I didn't know where the fuck this was going. I'm like, a hair? Yeah, a hair when you get it on the back of your throat. And I'm like, how the fuck would you get a hair in there? And she says, well, when I'm going down on a guy and I get a hair in. And I was like, boy, that's a big turn off for me too, when you'd get a hair in your throat. So we get to the house, right? And I'm like looking at her, right? And we go in, and I fucking had to make sure the furnace was working, everything's okay there. And she says, you gonna let me shave that? And I'm like, shave what? And she says, well, I ain't gonna fucking suck it, get hairs in my mouth. and I'm like, what do you mean, suck it? She says, well, that's what you want, don't you, a blowjob? I'm like, well, hell yeah, you don't want a blowjob, right? So I go in the bathroom and I get all my fucking shaving shit there, shaving cream. I come out with my arms up and all, electric shaver, fucking triple-edged blade and all this shit to come out, scissors and all. So says, okay, you wanted a hot, wet washcloth first, right? So I go at, fuck, no problem. Fucking blowjob's involved here. So I go get a hot, wet washcloth. I come back and she has me take off my boots and all. Drop my pants down and she slaps that wet washcloth on my privates there. It's fucking hot. And she's just let it sit there. I'm like, hell, who sits around their house with a wet washcloth on their fucking privates? A hot one that there, And she's just stay there, kind of like holding me on the couch there. And I'm like, what the fuck, I never fucking done that shit before, It's like when you wash your junk, you just wash it, and it's done, Here she's like, then I'm like, okay, it's getting cold, Well, she got the washcloth and took it to the zinc and made it hot again. Puts that motherfucker back on there. I'm like, what the fuck, That's a burning my fucking penis. Fucking, I was like, fucking, it was kind of cool that chicks like I never met before. It's fucking all into my dick, right? Yes. So it's fucking on there, and I'm like, and we're talking and all, and I'm like thinking, what the fuck kind of sex is this going to be? She ain't took nothing off, right? Of hers, and she's just intrigued doing my fucking penis. So after a while, she's like feeling underneath the washcloth, and she fucking, okay, you're ready. She takes that off and fucking takes the scissors, trims all the fucking hair, right? And then some spots there, like I would let her take the scissors, she's taking the fucking electric fucking razor up around my balls and all. She's getting all that there fucking smooth as smooth could be, right? Then she takes the shaving cream and puts all over there. Well, it's like when you go to a professional barber, they throw a wet washcloth, hot one on, it loosens up your bristles and all. It's easier to shave. That's the whole concept behind that there. I didn't know. I never went to a professional. So okay, she's like triple blading this motherfucker, and she's like holding my fucking dick out, and she's like shaving the shaft down there at the bottom, and shaving the balls and all, and then she's like, has the mirror, how's it look? And I was like, look down, and from my belly button down to my kneecaps almost is all fucking clean shaven. I was like, Jesus Christ, never saw everything that bare before, right? I was kind of like shocked and all, right? But she fucking done oiled the motherfucker up and had everything nice and soft and all. Well, what you think? I'm like, oh, it's so. Then she's like fucking rubbing the goddamn thing. Next thing I know is she's got the motherfucker in her mouth. I was like, yeah. Fucking, I just like leaned all the way back. And after like 15 minutes of that shit there, it was like, okay, I'm tapping her and all, and she's like, pulls back and liquid fireworks happen. I'm like, okay, this is good. So I'm like, well, like, how about you? And she said, oh, I'm fine. She didn't even want nothing done to her. So fucking, she said, you got to run me back up the road. So I'm like, okay. Fucking get dressed, take her back up. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. She was her word. So next day after I get off of work, fucking, I just was like, go by the house first, make sure the wife wasn't there, and soon to be ex. Yeah, she done moved out. I go to the bar and we'd hook up and go back my place and all. Then like the third night of blowjobs, then she finally ended up letting me tear into her and all. And she was all baby smooth and all. And it's like we had great sex there. Fucking smooth. Fucking, after 2 weeks of that there, like every day we was doing this shit. Like, then I go to the bar and I said to the bartender, I said, hey, I says, where's your friend at? I thought she was going to be here. She's here oh, she done fucking left. I said, wait, she went back to your place? No, she went back out California. Like, what the fuck? You know, she didn't say goodbye or nothing. And the bartender, she said she had fun with you and all. You was great fun and all. So there I am with no fucking hair on my fucking penis and my balls. She was shaving that motherfucker like every other day, keeping it so smooth. Then the goddamn shit starts growing back in. Jesus Christ, I'm walking around at work like a goddamn crab because goddamn hair stubbles coming in, and it's hurting like hell. Like I look like I rode a fucking wild horse around. I go into the bar and she's like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, that stubble's coming in. It's fucking like needles down there. And she's laughing and she said, why ain't you shaving it? I said, Jesus Christ, the reason I didn't shave it myself. I can't fucking bend down and shave it. She said, what are you going to do? I said, I guess I'll leave the goddamn shit grow in. Well, she gave me some fucking aloe fucking shit, aloe lotion. So here, just rub this in. Well, every time it itches, well, Christ's sakes, I'm at work and I'm jumping off the dozer, fucking squirting shit on my penis there, fucking rubbing it in. Now my co-workers thought I was working a load off there. Fucking 2-3 times a day, cause fucking equipment's no so far can ruffle in your junk growing hair back again. So when it got long again, I just left it long. I was like, nope, I ain't going for that shit again.
B, true Hollywood story, true Pennsylvania story.